Before we begin, if you enjoy discovering old coins, hidden histories, and the kind of stories that most people overlook, make sure you subscribe now and stay with me till the end, because today's coin may look small and ordinary, but the story behind it can surprise you. Today we are talking about a fascinating coin from the Arabian Peninsula, the Yemen II Buqshah dated 1382 Hijri, which also corresponds to the year 1963. This coin comes from a time when Yemen was standing at a major turning point in its history. For many people, especially collectors who are now in their late 50s or 60s, this was an era remembered through newspapers, radios, and stories passed down by elders. Holding a coin from that time is like holding a silent witness to history. The two Buqshah denomination belonged to a monetary system that existed before modern currency reforms. At that time, Yemen was still using traditional units that reflected its deep cultural and Islamic heritage. The Hijri date 1382 on the coin immediately tells us this was not just a regular issue, but a product of a system rooted in centuries of tradition. The matching Gregorian year 1963 places it right in a period of political change, economic uncertainty, and transformation within the region. Now imagine this coin in circulation. It passed through the hands of traders, farmers, shopkeepers, and travelers. It may have been used to buy daily necessities, tea, bread, or small household items. These coins were not saved carefully back then. They were used, worn down, and often lost. That is exactly why surviving examples today can be so important to collectors. The design of the Yemen II Buqshah 1382 coin is simple but meaningful. Yemen coins of this era often carried Arabic inscriptions that reflected authority, faith, and national identity. The calligraphy itself is a work of art. For collectors who appreciate detail, the lettering, spacing, and balance of the design add significant appeal. Older collectors especially value this kind of craftsmanship because it reminds them of a time when coins were made with purpose, not just mass production. Metal composition also plays a role in value. Coins from this period were often made using metals that were practical for circulation but are no longer common in modern coinage. Over time, many of these coins were melted, damaged, or corroded due to climate and storage conditions. Finding a well-preserved piece today is not easy. This rarity factor is one of the strongest reasons collectors keep searching for this coin. Condition matters more than most people realize. A Yemen II Buqshah coin that is heavily worn, scratched, or bent will always be less desirable. But a coin with clear date markings, readable inscriptions, and original surface details can attract serious attention. Older collectors, especially men who have spent decades around coins, understand that condition tells a story. It shows whether a coin was respected, forgotten, or simply lucky enough to survive untouched. Another important factor is historical demand. Coins from the Middle East, especially pre-modern Yemeni issues, have seen growing interest over the years. Collectors from different parts of the world are now paying attention to regions that were once overlooked. For experienced collectors, this creates opportunity. They know that today's overlooked coin can become tomorrow's headline piece. Many people watching this video might already own old coins inherited from parents or grandparents. Some of you may have boxes that haven't been opened in years. This Yemen II Buqshah 1382 coin is exactly the kind of piece that often hides in such collections. Because it does not look flashy or large, it is easy to ignore. But seasoned collectors know that quiet coins often carry the biggest stories. The age group watching this video understands patience. Coin collecting is not about quick profits, it is about knowledge, timing, and respect for history. This coin represents a chapter of Yemen's past that cannot be repeated. Once these coins disappear into private collections, they rarely come back into the open market. Another reason this coin attracts attention is its dual dating system. Having both Hijri and Gregorian relevance makes it appealing to a wider range of collectors. Islamic coin collectors value the Hijri date, while world coin collectors connect more easily with the 1963 reference. This crossover appeal increases long-term demand. For men who have spent years studying coins, stamps, or antiques, this Yemen II Buqshah coin feels familiar. It reminds them of a time when objects were built to last and history was carried in the pocket. That emotional connection is something no modern coin can replace. Now let's talk about the part everyone waits for, the value. Most common examples of this coin, especially in worn condition, may not attract much attention. But rare variations, exceptional condition pieces, or coins with unique mint characteristics can change everything. Serious collectors are always watching auctions and private sales, waiting for the right piece to appear. If you ever come across a Yemen 2 Buqshah 1382 dated 1963 coin in outstanding condition, with sharp details and clear inscriptions, it could be far more important than you think. In the right market, at the right time, with the right buyer, this coin has been associated with values reaching up to $70,000.